Get better every day. I talk about this all the time, but where I originally got this from was from my favorite book of all time, Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. And what Tony Robbins explains in the book is a principle and a concept called CANI, CANI, and it stands for continuous and never-ending improvement. And that's basically, ever since I learned that in his book, I've taken that with me throughout my life, and it's never left me. I've always went by this principle ever since I read this book. And like I said, it's the #1 book of all time I've ever read, and I would highly recommend, if you had a book to read, that would be the one to read. It basically explains how you can control your mind and how you think about things. Everything is either a good or a bad thing. Everything you do. You're playing video games, that's a bad thing. You go to the gym and train, that's a good thing. You have to look at everything as good or bad, because in reality, that's how it is. So when I talk about continuous and never-ending improvement and getting better every single day, there is nothing at all that can trump that, because that's the #1 thing that you have to embody your life by. You have to live by this principle. You have to go by this every single day. And like, I take it to the extreme levels, meaning like if I eat something that's not beneficial to my body, like I take that as like that's hurting me, that's putting me back, because like I said, I look at things as what's the word, binary. I look at things binary, which means that it's either good or bad, up or down. So if I'm not doing something that's helping me, I'm doing something that's hurting me. And that's the exact way that you need to look at your life, and how you need to look at the situations that you're doing. If you're not doing something that's progressing you forward and something that's taking you to the next level, then you are doing something that's hurting you, that's putting you back. When you know you should be doing something and you're not doing it, you're doing something else that's hurting you, that's putting you back. And you need to not live like that. You need to live in an environment, you need to live in a way that puts you in a situation to where you can and you will achieve what you want out of life, and you will accomplish everything that you ever desired out of life. And if you put everything on the line and you say, look, I'm not doing these specific things anymore because they put me backwards. I'm only doing these things because they're going to put me headwards. I take my life very, very serious, as should you. Because life is war. Life is a fight. Literally, life is a fight. Life is competition. Life is a fight. And if you look at it that way, then you realize that everything you do, like I said, it's either helping you or hurting you. And like I read in Steve Spurrier's book, I'll never forget this. What he said was, if you gave it your all, there was no more that you could give, and you gave everything you possibly could, and you still lost, then you have to accept the L, and you have to accept your loss and take all the blame and the credibility for that, because a lot of people will blame excuses, oh, this happened, that happened, but it's on you. But the one thing I will know is that regardless if I win or lose, if I put everything on the line and I didn't hold anything back, then my chances of winning are going to be a lot higher than my chances of losing. That's the way you need to look at your life. That's the way you need to look at everything you do in your life, every situation you're in, every possibility you come across. It's either good or bad. It's either going to be good for you, it's going to be bad for you. It's going to help you, or it's going to hurt you. The reason why these things keep getting explained over and over and over again is because father is the repetition of skill. So if you do things over and over and over again, you're going to get very, very good at them. And this is how life works. This is why I talk about getting 1% better every day, because whatever it is that you're working to achieve right now, you are getting better at it every single day that you work on it and you put a rep in on that specific thing. You are getting better at it. So keep this in mind on your journey, because the more reps you do, the better you're going to be. 1% better every single day. that is the video I have for you today. If you like this video, like the video, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.